Welcome to KZ100's Facebook page, as well as our other Facebook pages of Alpha Media Columbus. I'm your host, Eric Johnson. Welcome to this special broadcast. Today, we'll be talking about the Freedom Rally that is happening in Central City this Saturday. And if you want to be a part of this broadcast, it's real easy. Go to our Facebook page, KZ100, or any of the Alpha Media Columbus stations. You can also watch us live online in real time at My Central Nebraska on YouTube. It's real easy. Comment below, and we'll be able to answer any questions you may have. Now, coming up this Saturday, the 4th of July, a big freedom rally in Central City. And joining us on the broadcast is Mark Carlson. Mark, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast.
Well, thanks for having me, Eric. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, and you know, this Saturday, a big day indeed. Of course, 4th of July, freedom will ring. And in Central City, it sounds like it's going to be a big shindig. Tell us a little bit about that.
We put together a freedom rally, it's called. It's hopefully our first annual one. And we just pulled together some of our community's resources to put together a rally. Unfortunately, the signature event here in Central City, Lone Tree Days, was canceled with good reason. At the time, they made the correct decision. Now we feel like it's a little more friendly environment for this kind of celebration. So we're going to have some favorites like DC Lynch, a Merritt County staple for over 50 years. They're coming. They're setting up their food trucks. If you like corn dogs, funnel cakes, as much as Eric does, then get on board because they're going to be there. They're going to have games for the kids. We're going to have the Humane Society is going to be visiting us, and they're bringing some of their most adorable creatures. They're going to be available for adoption. They'll have all kinds of information on pet care, that kind of thing. So please come down, bring the kids. It's family friendly. It's a patriotic theme. We're going to recognize some of the people that are on the front lines out there every day. Our local law enforcement, our first responders, our military, of course. And on the 4th of July, what a better way to kick off the reopening with a little food, fun celebration. Of course, KZ100, they're our big partner in this. They've been absolutely fabulous. And we're going to have DJ there, Mr. Eric himself. And we'll also have a dance that evening. And we're going to have some live performers, maybe even a couple mystery performers. At 1 o'clock, we are going to have the national anthem, and Miss Ella Homolka from here in Central City can knock it out of the park. She's graciously agreed to kick things off. Other things we have a spacewalk, a local company right here in Central City, donated one of their last spacewalk houses to our cause. Which we're very grateful for. Let's see, what else? Preferred Popcorn, they're supplying the popcorn for us. Many of our local businesses, banks, RBR Graphics, put in some time to help us as well. So, and we'll mention some others throughout the course of the interview here.
Now, one thing that did catch my eye, Slay the Virus campaign. Really interesting. Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing this past week with the Slay the Virus.
It was an idea I had. I had dreams of starting an antique shop in the building where we're having the Freedom Rally. And at one time, I met up with an interesting man in Lincoln, Nebraska, who had rebuilt an antique sleigh in custom oak wood. And he'd actually built a gazebo right on Adams Street to display it. He was so proud of it. And I went there to buy some other things, and we didn't hit it off on the best of foot. To begin with, I didn't buy the big ugly item that I showed up to, and he was a little gruff and asked me what I was doing. I said, we're trying to give a little back. And he said, what do you do? And I said, well, one thing we always do local, but one thing we always do is St. Jude's. And he looked at me and he said, St. Jude saved my daughter's life twice. And so from then on, Al and I became very good friends. I took possession of the sleigh, and there's a previous story to that's pretty intriguing and inspirational. Those details will be revealed as we go on. Anyway, we brought the sleigh home on the top of a Suburban and figured out I couldn't get it in my shop door. So it's been around for 2 years. And when the Corona hit at my car dealership, I believe as early as the middle of January, we started advertising that we are cleaning, disinfecting the cars, hitting them with blue ultraviolet light, sealing them, offering delivery, all those things. Spent a ton of money on advertising and nobody showed up. It wasn't KZ100, by the way, that I was using, folks. So, but anyway, we did everything right, and people were just scared. They just didn't want to come out. The cars we did sell were people that had immediate needs. They hit a deer or whatever. So I started thinking about this sleigh and the businesses that are hurting in town, and also the people that are hurting, the food bank, the food pantry, Christmas of Sharing. They all need our support. And the people
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what are some of the businesses that are contributing to the event this week?
Corner Drug has been very gracious. The Central City Mall, Berkshire Hathaway. Let's see who else. Of course, Preferred Popcorn. One entity I'd like to mention is the City of Central City. The city administrator, Chris Anderson, has been very, very helpful. We threw the Freedom Rally together just in the last couple of weeks. The Slay the Virus campaign, it was in the works. And then it just happened that the timing seemed to be right. People wanted to get together, and we will have areas for social distancing if people want to bring their lawn chairs. And we encourage everybody to bring lawn chairs, but there'll be plenty of drinks, food, fun, games. Everything's set and ready to go for Saturday.
And of course, we're talking with Mark Carlson, one of the big contributors to the Freedom Rally this Saturday in Central City. Of course, if you have a question, if we get time to touch base with it, leave us a comment underneath our Facebook pages or our YouTube channel, My Central Nebraska. If we jump off air, we can still be able to get an answer for you. And of course, we want to ask one more question with you, Mark. I know we have just a minute or so left. What was the driving force behind this big event? I mean, big undertaking itself. You obviously had some good feelings about this coming up.
Oh, I did. I think that, like I say, I just think the timing was right. I prayed about it and got the answer, and was fortunate enough to have enough people in this community, enough family members to pitch in. Excuse me, I've got a Marco Rubio moment here. Pitch in and help bring this thing together. Not that we've crossed the finish line yet. If anybody wants to show up, volunteer, my number's available. Also, donations, we want to hit on that a little bit at some point.
Who would they be able to call if they want to give donations?
They can call right now if they want, 308-940-1240. We'll just simply write down your name and your phone number and the amount of your donation, try and get you a little airtime here and thank you. And then we will mail you out a self-addressed stamped envelope, and we'll make it real easy for you.
Okay, Mark, we actually got a question. Carrie on our Facebook page, Carrie Rinke asks, what band is playing at the dance on Saturday?
Actually, it will be KZ100 will be the DJ, and then we are intermingling that with some local artists who are exceptional. They're going to play as well. We haven't really revealed those people right now. That's kind of a mystery singer, I guess.
Well, and of course, only one way to find out: Main Street, Central City, 4th of July Saturday. It's the first annual Freedom Rally. Mark, good luck. You got a big heart, and I hope nothing but the best for you guys. Let's knock it out of the park Saturday. What do you say?
Absolutely, guys. Come on down. The more the merrier. Let's celebrate this great nation.
Saturday, July 4th, beginning at 1 o'clock. It's the first annual Freedom Rally in Central City. Thank you so much, Mark, for joining me on the broadcast. And, of course, thank you all who are listening on Facebook and YouTube. Until next time, I'm Eric Johnson.